I let my husband embarrass himself at dinner because I was tired of covering for him. For 7 years, I've been his safety net. Every family gathering, every work event, every dinner party, he'd say something wrong and I'd jump in to fix it. He'd forget a name and I'd whisper it. He'd tell a story completely backwards and I'd gently correct him so nobody noticed. Last Saturday, we went to dinner at my parents' house. My whole family was there. Aunts, uncles, cousins, even my grandmother who flew in from Seattle. On the drive over, my husband started rehearsing. Your cousin's husband is Calvin, right? No, it's Wesley. Oh, right. And your aunt had knee surgery. No, that was my other aunt. She had hip surgery. This happened every single time. He never listened when I told him things about my family, never remembered birthdays or jobs or kids' names, but he always expected me to bail him out when it mattered. We walked in and immediately he went to hug my aunt. Marlene, great to see you. Her name is Janet. She's been Janet for 62 years. I opened my mouth to correct him like I always do. Then I stopped. Something in me just snapped. I smiled and walked to the kitchen to help my mom. 10 minutes later, I heard him talking to my cousin. So, how's the new job at the bank? My cousin looked confused. I work at a hospital. I've been a nurse for 9 years. I pretended not to hear, kept cutting vegetables. My mom glanced at me but didn't say anything. At dinner, it got worse. My husband started telling a story about our vacation to Italy, except we never went to Italy. We went to Spain. He described the Colosseum in detail. The Colosseum is in Rome. We visited Barcelona. My sister kicked me under the table. I ignored her. Then came the moment that made everyone stop eating. My grandmother asked my husband what he did for work. He's met her at least 6 times. He launched into this explanation about being a financial advisor, talked about stocks and portfolios and retirement planning. My husband sells insurance. He sold insurance for 11 years. He's never worked in finance a day in his life. My grandmother nodded politely, but I could see the confusion on her face. My dad was staring at me. My mom had stopped chewing. After dinner, my sister pulled me into the hallway. What is wrong with him? Is he okay? Does he have a medical condition? I shook my head. He's fine. He just doesn't pay attention to anything, ever. She looked horrified. You've been covering for this the whole time. I started crying. Every single event, every dinner, every holiday, I spend the entire time making sure nobody notices that my husband has no idea what's happening in anyone's life, including mine. We drove home in silence. He didn't even realize anything went wrong. Had a great time tonight. Your family is so nice. I gripped the steering wheel. You called my aunt the wrong name. You told my cousin she works at a bank. You described a vacation we never took. You told my grandmother you work in finance. He stared at me. So, why didn't you correct me? That question hit me like a truck because I'm exhausted. I've been correcting you for 7 years and you never learn. You never try. You just expect me to fix everything. He got defensive immediately. It's not my fault your family is confusing. There's too many of them. I pulled into our driveway and turned off the car. My grandmother asked about your job, your actual job that you've had for over a decade. You told her something completely made up. He shrugged. I got confused. You didn't get confused. You just don't care enough to remember. And I'm done pretending you do. He went inside and slammed the door. I sat in the car for 45 minutes. My phone started blowing up. My mom, my sister, my aunt, all asking the same thing. Is everything okay with him? I typed back the same response to everyone. He's fine. He just never paid attention. And I stopped covering for it. My sister called me the next morning. She talked to my grandmother. Apparently, after we left, my grandmother pulled my mom aside and said something that broke my heart. I always thought he was so attentive, so engaged. Now I realize it was her the whole time. She's been doing all the work. I cried for an hour after that call. 7 years of making him look good. 7 years of whispering names and correcting stories and filling in blanks. And it took one dinner for everyone to see the truth. He still doesn't think he did anything wrong.